Good afternoon, everyone. We will start this work session, but prior to starting the work session, I would ask that we all just have a moment of silence in remembrance of the passing of Senator John McCain, who by any measure is clearly a great American and really devoted a greater part of his life to the service of our country. Thank you very much. I guess we'll start off today with our good friend, the Fire Chief, Carol Price, who will come and talk to us about Bill 5818, Active Threat and Assailant Programs.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the Council. The administration is requesting a supplemental appropriation of federal funds totaling $48,399 to the MIMS, which is the Maryland Institute for Emergency Medical Services Systems Active Threat, Active Assailant Grant Awards, Gifts and Grants Fund Program. The funds will be used to purchase safety equipment, which is ballistic and medical gear, and to train county first responders in order to prepare, respond, and mitigate active threat incidents.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions? I think it's certainly an appropriate thing to do. I was looking at some of the active shooter training they have it in schools and churches, and it's a sad day that this is where we are, but we must be prepared for these type of threats. So,
we do. This is something that continues to evolve as we see. It's sometimes weekly. Nationally, we continue to try to learn from these and tweak our response profile and how we're going to better prepared to respond should this incident, something happen here in Baltimore County. So,
all right, thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Moving right along to Fronda Cohen, Bill 59-18, Summer Program and Community Arts Development.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the Council. The administration is requesting a supplemental appropriation of state funds from the Maryland State Arts Council totaling $4,585. These will be used for the Summer Program and Community Arts Development Gifts and Grants Fund Program. And this will increase the amount appropriated to the actual amount of the grant award. Of that total funding, $2,500 will be used to provide the Baltimore County Commission on Arts and Sciences staff with professional development opportunities. $2,085 will be used to support local arts activities. These will be performances, exhibits, workshops, and so forth through project grants. And these will be community-based programs that will be in your districts.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? Thank you very much, Ms. Cohen.
Thank you.
Director Will Anderson. Your issues were withdrawn, correct? Yes. Moving right along. Steve Walsh. Yeah, Will's is out. How you doing, Steve?
Great, Mr. Chairman, members of the council.
Good.
The administration is requesting approval of a contract with Blackjack Trucking, LLC to provide on-call snow removal and salt application services. Basically, this is manpower and equipment that helps us take care of the roads during inclement weather. Contract would commence November 1st of this year and continue through April 30th of next year, and that's a snow season, and would automatically renew for 9 additional one-year periods. Compensation for the contract, together with all other contracts for these services, may not exceed the amount appropriated for snow and salt removal for the entire term. This contract is similar to many contracts the council has seen. Once again, we're trying to get under contract vendors out there who can help us. Some drop off during the course of a year, and we need to just get them under contract because we're fighting for resources with State Highway.
Okay. Any questions? Thank you very much, Mr. Welch.
Thank you.
David Likens, Department of Environmental Protection and Sustainability.
Good afternoon, Chairman Jones, members of the council.
Good afternoon.
Administration is requesting an amendment to a contract we have with Bayland Consultants to provide continued on-call consulting services for the design of waterway dredging projects and submerged aquatic vegetation monitoring throughout the county. The original contract was for $700,000. We'd like to increase it by $480,000. It's a 7-year contract. The reason that we really need to do this is for additional costs associated with the Bird River dredging project. Bayland Consultants has been providing all the detailed engineering work for us. They did the bathymetry. They did the main channel design. I think we have 45 individual spurs from citizens connecting. They did the permit application, which we just sent in this month. So that's actually in, and they're designing the dredge material placement facility. Actually, when you pump the dredge material out, you have to have somewhere to take it. We don't do a lot of dredging because there isn't really a place to take it anymore since Miller Island closed. So we've done this is considered maintenance dredging. We've done this actual channel a couple times before, and there's a material placement facility nearby, but it's full. So it's dried out now over the years. So Bayland is designing to excavate out part of that material and take it somewhere else so we have room to put it in. So for all those reasons, we're increasing Bayland's, like to increase their contract to make sure we have enough money to continue to do the submerged aquatic vegetation surveys in the future.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? Yes. Councilwoman Bevins?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Likens, thank you for that update. So are they not taking the dredging material to the eastern landfill? Because I thought that's where it was originally going.
It's not actually going to the landfill. We have a previous placement facility near the landfill at the end of Bowerman, but it's not part of the landfill, no.
Okay. And the total timeline for this?
Okay, thought you'd ask that question. Again, we just put the application in for the permit. It takes about a year to get your permit approved through the state and the Corps. So the bid advertisement would probably be about this time next year in 19, and then we plan on starting construction in October of 19, and that'll take about 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. In terms of the placement facility to actually put the stuff, Bayland, again, is designing that right now, and they're going to have to do sediment control and grading permits to take the dirt out that's there or the material that's there. Hopefully, we're going to bid that in November this year, and the excavation of that will start next spring, so that will be ready by the time we get to the point where we need to do the dredging.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Any more questions? No questions? Thank you very much, Ms.
You're welcome.
Laura Raleigh, the Department of the Aging.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the council. The administration is requesting the approval of 2 contracts to provide personal care, in-home respite care, and chore services to low and moderate income homebound seniors to avoid nursing home placement. The 2 contractors are AME Home Care LLC and Merrick Care Services, Inc. This is in addition to the 19 that had previously been approved.
Any questions? Thank you very much, Ms. Raleigh.
Okay, would you like me to go to my next one?
Yes, the next one.
Okay, the administration is requesting approval of a contract with All the Best Care Assisted Living to provide assisted living care for eligible county seniors age 62 and older. The Department of Aging administers a subsidy toward the monthly care cost of care for eligible residents.
Any questions? Thank you very much, Ms. Raleigh. Bradley Locker, Real Estate Compliance. Did I say that right? Well, help me out. Oh, I'm looking at the last name. That was my concern. I should have been able to do Brady.
I've been called worse.
Huh?
I've been called worse.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, County Council. The administration is requesting approval of a contract to acquire property totaling approximately 0.036 acre for $5,332 to obtain an easement to be used for the construction of the East Branch Herring Run Relief Sewer. This is a 2005 consent decree for the sanitary sewer. John E. and Marlene Y. Coomer currently own the property, which is located at 1833 Clearwood Avenue in Parkville. The property is zoned DR 5.5. The acquisition will be used for drainage and utility easement areas. And there's an exhibit attached to the note.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Yes, Councilman
Yeah,
Marks.
is there any way someone can get me a map showing the extent of this project?
For the entire project
entire
itself or on
project,
this
yeah.
property? There is an exhibit attached.
Oh, it is in here? Okay, I didn't see that.
Not for the entire project, but for the this particular acquisition. I can certainly get you a map of the whole project.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Any additional questions? Thank you very much, Mr. Brady Locker.
Thank you.
Sure. Let me see, Councilman Marks,
Thank you. Which one do you want me to take? Which one?
you want to do 6218?
Parking, sure. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. County code currently provides that a parking space in a surface parking facility for a non-residential use may not be closer than 10 feet to the right-of-way line of a public street excluding vehicle overhang. This bill proposes to apply this requirement to residential parking in any area located in the Towson Community Plan west of Bosley Avenue. This change is important in that it will prevent infill paving, in an area that is already suffering from flooding and an almost non-existent storm drainage system. It is supported by the West Towson Neighborhood Association.
Thank you. There are no speakers. 6418?
6418, thank you. Bill 6418 removes from the eastern sub-area of the Honeygo area the requirement that prior to the issuance of new authorizations in this sub-area, sidewalks are to be extended along the south side of Joppa Road from Ryan's Way to Honeygo Boulevard. It retains the requirement for infrastructure in the Gerst Farm area. If you look at the intersection of Honeygo Boulevard and Joppa Road, this would be almost impossible requirement to meet. The sidewalk, the area where the sidewalk would go is located right next to a stormwater maintenance pond, plus you have a utility pole. It's an unfortunate way that this was constructed, but the requirement is almost impossible to meet if it is retained currently in the Honeygo regulations.
Any questions? Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Councilman Marks. Councilwoman Almond, Resolution 73-18, page 26.
This project is a 3.08 acre commercial site on Reisterstown Road. It's adjacent to the Wood Homes Center. This will be Wood Homes Center 2. Been several community meetings held, and the project has been approved by them. The use stays the same, and the benefits will include sidewalks, improved walkability, and connectivity of all the small parcels and connectivity of Wood Homes Center 1. It's a whole corridor is commercial and business, and I think it's a good use for this site and for this part of Reisterstown Road. So I'd ask for your approval.
Any questions? None. We have a speaker. Ms. Patsy Malone.
I just wanted to add to that I did bring in the rendering of the proposal overshot the aerial so you can see, actually I should stand it this way. This is Reisterstown Road down here. This is Wood Home Center Circle. The shopping center is over there. This is the Lightbridge Health
Thank you. Good
Where's
project.
the new office building going to be? Where's the new office building going to be?
If you look at the artificial
Okay,
color inserted over top of the area, this just shows in proximity, you actually access Wood Home Center Circle as well here. And this would be the office building, this would be parking, there would be parking underneath of the office building. Due to the grades, that's allowed.
okay.
It's going to improve the site immensely.
There's nothing there now? In that space?
There were, I think there was a house here.
Okay. Okay. All right, thank you very much. I guess you
Thank
can
you.
hang around, Ms. Malone. Councilman Crandall?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Come on back, Patsy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Resolution 7418 would approve the review of a planned unit development in the area of Essex, known locally as Joes and Hands Corner. It's a rather stagnant Eastern Avenue corridor, and the hope is that the Sycamore Springs Senior Apartments, which would be 84 rental apartments for seniors 62 years of age and older, would help infuse life into this, as I said, a rather stagnant economic corner of Essex. I was able to work directly with the developer and their representatives, and have to give kudos to the developer in that, aside from the required community input meeting, the developer has met with numerous community organizations and civic groups, and we've received letters of support for the planned unit development from no less than 6 civic organizations and community associations. So the developer's really done a good job of involving the community. We have agreed upon a $60,000 community benefit that is, as of currently, is undefined, but we've settled on that number for a community benefit. I'll let Ms. Malone talk about some of the covenants that were reached with the community that really gave the community a comfort level for this project.
Okay.
This property may look familiar to some of you who've been on the council for a while. We were in several years ago with a non-senior project on the property that the community was not in favor of. As Councilman Crandall mentioned, this will be a senior building. Additional property has been acquired next to it, which gives it more buffers and more area to locate the building. There is a small garage, which some residents will be able to have covered parking in this garage. Not everyone, but there will be some spaces there. It does make good use of the property. There'll be stormwater management. There'll be environmental areas protected. There are some amenities proposed. And again, it will serve seniors with mixed income, so it'll be a benefit in terms of it'll serve some seniors who are as low as 30% of median income all the way up to 100% median income. So again, we've worked with the community. One of the concessions was actually to make the property bigger by acquiring more property. It will be restricted for 40 years, I believe is what we decided on, that it has to be a senior product for 40 years.
Any questions? Hearing none, thank you very much, Ms. Malone.
Thank you, Ms.
Seems like
Malone.
Seemed like a nice project. Well, this concludes our work session today. We thank everybody for coming out, and have a safe trip home.
Can I make an announce? Can I make a comment? Thank you. So I just want to say something. This is the last work session that Donna Morrison, I believe, will be sitting at our front table. Donna has been with the county for 42 years. She has served under 8 county executives, 9 if you count Fred. And to keep the same office in that corner speaks volumes to the work that she has done. So Donna, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the entire county council and all the citizens of Baltimore County for your 42 years of service to Baltimore County.
Donna, when's the book coming out?
I'm sort of taken back. This is your last work session you're going to be here? Well, Well, oh, my Lord. Let me just say that it has certainly been an honor and a privilege to work with you. I'm sure we will still be able to call you from time to time, I hope.
No.
42 years of knowledge, we can't let that just all leave. You know, it had to be able to reach out to you at some point. But clearly, I think Councilwoman Bevins said it best. I mean, you have been a tremendous asset to the county, and you will be sorely missed. And I knew that you were going to retire at some point, but I did not know that point was so soon. So you will be sorely missed. I mean, we're going to miss you, and we certainly wish you well in your retirement. And we will call you. You'll be on the beach, and there'll be a skywriter flying by and call the county. We have a question. Well, we look forward to the retirement party. We will get an invitation, right?
Yeah.
Can we get a yes before you leave?
I celebrated for all of us.
Okay. Okay.